Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. I hope you're having a great day. Today's Minecraft video is my top 5 features that are still missing on Minecraft Bedrock that are available on Minecraft Java. Now Bedrock is iOS, Android, Windows 10, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Now this video isn't to endorse hate. Actually, I was inspired by the recent updates on Minecraft because they've started to introduce the parity updates. Things that are missing on Java are starting to make their way into the Bedrock version. Specifically, in this version 1.13.0.9, we now have item frames on the floor, we have the brown mushrooms, we have the wither rose, and so much more. Let me know in the comment section below, what feature would you like to see introduced from the Java that is not available on Minecraft Bedrock. Now, throughout today's video, you're going to see me switch from the Bedrock version to the Java PC. Don't panic, we're going to be going back and forth just as a comparison. If you do enjoy today's video, drop a like because maybe we could do another top 5 video. Alright, let's get into this. We're starting on Bedrock. So the first feature is something that you guys ask me every time there's a brand new beta, and that is, are banners combinable with shields yet? Now, a fun fact, the shield for Minecraft Bedrock was first introduced in a 1.10 beta. We're now in beta 1.13, about to go to 1.14. Where is this feature? So this is one of the coolest additions that was possible on Minecraft PC, but if you put a shield inside of here with a banner and you're on Bedrock, nothing happens at all. Now, recently, like I said, they've started to introduce some of the features that are available on Java, but not all of them. You can now put item frames on the floors, on the ceilings, if you really wanted to. We now do have the wither rose, and this is obtained by when a wither boss kills an ordinary mob, whether it's a cow, a sheep, etc. They have the chance of dropping a wither rose. But the first one in today's video is definitely banners with shields, and if you don't know how this works, let's go to the Java version. So how this simply works is when you have yourself your shield, when you have yourself a banner, you simply put it inside the crafting table and then it's combined. Now if we go into this view, as you guys can see, we have a really cool looking banner, which is a great addition because everyone who's on the same team can have the same banner. Maybe you're doing a PvP server, it's like, you have a different banner from me, I'm going to kill you. It's just an overall great experience. It's just much more prettier to look at. To me and you, it's a basic feature. I don't know how hard it is to introduce these kind of features to Minecraft Bedrock from Java, but the first one is banner sheet. So this next one really annoys me because I've been playing a lot of Java, PC, Minecraft recently, and it's such a godsend. It makes your experience so much easier, and that is the combination of a banner and a map. Now it doesn't work on this version, but on Java, if you right click on a banner, it will then locate that banner on your map. Now for example, if I grab myself an anvil real quick and I just put an anvil down below on the floor, we put the banner inside of here, I could name this just spawn point because this is where we started. Maybe I wanted to make sure I knew where I started because, well, there's a village there and I wanted to come back there one day. Not sure if that's a savannah. I think it's a savannah. But anyway, on Java, yo, you chill out, cow. If I put this here, I right click on the map, it would then put it on to the map and it would be there forever until I broke that banner. Yeah, it's not quite on the Bedrock version. Now, they say that this wasn't classed as an aquatic feature, but it was because this feature was introduced to Minecraft Java in the aquatic version. Alright, let's make the switch and go to Java. So this really is one of the coolest features for this version of Minecraft. I've just got an ordinary banner here, but inside of here I've got a map, and I've already set this map up. Now as you guys can see, I've already got 2 locations. I know down there I have a zombie spawner. I put that on there because I've been doing some traveling, I'm underground, I'm incredibly far from home. I want to make sure I know where this spawner is, so I can go and make an XP farm. I know in that direction there's a mine shaft. It's there, my inventory is full, I want to golden apples, and I know there's going to be diamonds down there, but we're going to come back and explore it. Use a banner, use a map. All you got to do is right click on the banner until I break that banner. Those locations are going to stay there. So inside of here, we have ourselves a home. If we back up a little bit, maybe I wanted this to be my home. Grab myself the map, right click, and then as you guys can see, it just simply locates that as my home, which could be my spawn point. It could be where your villagers are at. It could be where you have yourself a desert temple, as we've seen the difference. So I think this needs to be introduced. Like I said, they classed it not as an updated aquatic feature, even though it was introduced in the updated aquatic version. So this next one, you probably know what it is. It's to do with water, it's to do with crawling, it's to do with trapdoors. Now, we slightly do have this ability on Bedrock, but it's a lot easier on the Java version. And this is to do with the whole crawling thing. On Java, if I was to stand here and just activate this trapdoor, I would then be classed as the crawling animation. Now, to do this on the Bedrock, you gotta run and then you're classed as crawling. Now, this is still classed as swimming on Bedrock. The reason why is because you're incredibly fast on this version. You'll see the difference when I go to Java, that it's a lot slower and it is classed as crawling. This is classed as a swimming animation. And I just want them to introduce the way it is on Java because it's just a lot easier and it gives so many different options available. So I set it up here on Java and I could just move over to this one, tap it, and I'm classed as the crawling animation. I'm crawling. I know it looks like swimming, but the development team have classed it as a crawling animation. It just makes life so much easier instead of having to set up water because you don't always want to set up water. In some cases, people want to have this in their house without water. Go over to this one, tap it, and I'm simply classed as crawling. And you can see here, again, it is a swimming animation, but this is classed as crawling because you're a lot slower. And as you know, when you crawl, you are going to be a lot slower. So this is something else that a lot of the Bedrock community would like to see, and I can fully see why. So I'm pretty convinced that this next feature is currently a work in progress for the Bedrock version. They recently introduced this really weird crouching ability. Not quite sure in the 1.13 beta. It is quite weird. But it's to do with being able to crouch duck under 1.5 blocks. Now, obviously, you can't currently do it because you're just going to whack your head. Yeah, you can't do it. I thought they would have introduced this when they introduced some of the other parity features. That's not the case. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this is one of the coolest features. I've seen a lot of people on servers, and specifically on the hardcore server that I play on Java, use this to a great ability. So you are classed as 1.5 blocks tall now, and I am able to crawl under this or crouch under this with no problem at all. Now the cool thing about this, and here's what I've seen a lot of people using, is that what they'll do is, I'm gonna have to make this one more bigger. We have to grab ourselves a villager as well. It's been a lot easier to access villages. At the same time, you're not having to open or close doors, so they're not gonna escape. So if we set up one more here, go back one more, and we put a bed inside of here with a villager. That villager now has access to the bed. You would add a workstation, etc. But if you needed to trade with him, you wouldn't have to open a door and risk him getting out, keeping him still in a small space. So I could just crawl under here, and then I'm kind of involved with this villager guy, and he's like, yo, this is my space. So yeah, the 1.5 crouching, it's definitely something that needs to be introduced sooner rather than later. Otherwise, it'll just be classed as another feature that still hasn't been introduced to the Bedrock. So again, another feature that, because I've been playing a lot of Java, I'm definitely missing it on Bedrock, and that is the ability to put multiple items in your offhand. You can only put a selected amount of items in your offhand on iOS, Android, Windows, Xbox, and Switch. It was always the same with console editions. They never ever updated it. Now Java has the ability to put literally anything in your offhand. Now on the Bedrock version, you can put a couple of things. These being all of them. You can put a map. You can put a Nautilus shell. Not sure why. You can put fireworks. And you can put a shield. You cannot put torches. They made access to the Nautilus shell, but not torches. And I'm going to show you on Java how awesome this is with torches in your offhand. So if you like to strip mine, which is something I typically like to do, here's a bunch of other things that we could put in my offhand. I could put my sword in my offhand and have my pick, by the way. I could put my shield in there. Just so many different things. I could put a spawn egg in my offhand, my bed in my offhand, literally anything at all in my offhand. But my favorite thing to do, especially if I'm mining, is having my torches in my offhand and being able to mine. Because if I'm mining, I'll mine, place torch, I'll mine, place torch, place torch. It's just so much easier. I've complained about this for a very long time, and this is definitely something that they do need to start improving for the Bedrock community. Introducing key things that make a big difference for the whole parity thing. So there's 5 things Number 1, banner shields. Number 2, map shields. Number 3, crawling. Number 4, 1.5 blocks. And number 5 is the offhand. But I've introduced a bonus. We're going to have to go to a new world. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's Superflats. Okay, yes. So the Bedrock community does have Superflats. However, as a console edition player, we were promised Superflats, Amplified World, and all the features that console edition had on this version of Minecraft. That's a false promise. That's basically false advertisement. Now on this version, we have the ability to climb down 1, 2, 3, and then you hit Bedrock, and then you're in the void. This Superflat on the Bedrock still does not have villagers spawning in. It still doesn't. It's incredibly limited. A lot of map makers like to do a lot of testing or experimenting in Superflats, and the way 4J Studios did it on console edition was absolutely perfect. I'm going to show you on Java, although I don't think this is how they would ever do it for the Bedrock version. So if we create a brand new world here, we have more options, we have a Superflat, and then we have the option to customize. And I'm going to make sure we're in creative here. So if we customize this, we can change different presets. Something that people like to use is the redstone ready, but here's an even better one. People who like to start with a brand new world, they would start with a void. They could then do their sky blocks and whatever else they wanted to do. This is just one of many different examples of custom Superflats that are available. If you wanted to, you could make 64 diamond block layers. You could, here's a popular one that I know Toycat has done. On the top, he has wood, and then below several levels, he has lava. You're a limited amount of time to get your resources before the world is covered in lava. It just offers so many different things to the community. And I don't like to complain, but I just wanted to talk about a couple of major things that are missing from the Bedrock version that are available on Java, and they're missing for a long time. Amplified, custom flats, hardcore mode, spectator mode. We could go on for a very long time. If you guys did enjoy today's video, drop a like. Let me know in the comment section what is your top 5 features, or if not, what is your top feature that you would like to see in the Bedrock version that is still not introduced. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.